And welcome to Under Center with Kirk Cousins.
Cousins from under center, straight drop, it's another deep shot, center of the field, caught it on the run, 20, 15, 10, touchdown!
And welcome back to Under Center with Kirk Cousins. And Kirk, we have a very special guest today. Some people refer to him as my other son, which is fine with me. Six-time American League All-Star, AL MVP in 2009, three-time Gold Glove winner, three-time American League batting champion. But right now, he just likes to be called Dad. Of course, the one and only Joe Mauer, Kirk. And one of you guys was recruited heavily out of high school to be a starting quarterback for college, but I can't remember which one that was. But Kirk, I'll let you take it away.
Well, first of all, Joe, thanks so much for joining us today. It's a thrill to talk to you. Can you just kind of start by giving us an update as to where life is now and life as a dad and as a family man and now retired from pro sports? Can you kind of give us an update?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for having me, guys, and thanks, Rosie, for that introduction. That was great. But, yeah, it's retired, which in my mind I thought things were going to slow down a little bit. But I have three children now, and it's been crazy, but it's been great. It's been great to be at home and to first hand see some of the accomplishments that they make every single day. I know you guys might know the story, but I decided to retire on a Monday, and my son was born on that Wednesday of that week. So that's what I've been doing in retirement. I dove right into being full-time dad, and I've been loving every minute of it.
That's outstanding. Now, how about personally with your time? I mean, have you picked up a baseball bat since the day you walked away? And how has it been learning a golf swing as opposed to a baseball swing? How's that process been?
Well, I love golf. I've been out there a little bit more than I have in the past, and it's kind of hard to untrain 20 plus years of a baseball swing. But it's I enjoy it. It's been getting out there, and I just love to be outdoors. Whenever I can get a chance to get outside and kind of show my girls, and now Chip is getting at a better age where I can get him out. But I enjoy being outdoors. Fishing, hunting. Playing golf, and now I'm enjoying watching the Twins play. It's been fun to see some games on TV, so I hope they can keep it going.
That's great. Now, are your girls taken to sports already? Do you see a favorite sport for either of them, or is it still too early to tell?
Yeah, it's pretty early. I actually made my coaching debut this year. Coaching the girls' first grade soccer team, here with a bunch of their little classmates. So we're doing well. We're running hard, and we're working together, and we're having a good time. But I found out that being the assistant coach is probably the best gig. I'm more of a motivational coach, and that's right up my alley.
I like that. I'm gonna keep that in mind when retirement. I'm taking notes right now about retirement from you, but I'd like the assistant coach. That's a good tip for me when I get into retirement. Now, I want to go back. Really, the most exciting piece of your history that I wanted to talk about was actually your football background, specifically your quarterbacking background. From what I understand, you weren't just a great high school quarterback who had college offers. You were elite. You were an All-American, a National Player of the Year type caliber player. The football school that gets thrown around a lot when they talk about you was Florida State. And I just kind of wanted to understand, looking back, what was that football journey like? And of all the schools out there, when you're that accomplished, what made Florida State the likely place for you to go? And can you kind of just talk me through that football background?
Yeah, it seems like it was a long time ago, but yeah, in high school, bottom line, I think I just like to compete. I loved athletics. I love sports. For me in high school, playing the different sports was a great way for me to meet new friends, develop better relationships with my classmates. And I was a pretty shy kid in high school, and I always use the term I was pretty shy until I stepped on a field or on a court. And that's was kind of my way where I love to get out there and compete. And being the youngest of three boys, I had to figure out at an early age if I wanted to play, I had to figure out how to get on the court or on the field. So in high school, I enjoyed all the sports I played. I played basketball as well. football. And, it was kind of my rule of thumb. It was when fall rolled around, it was football season. When the winter came, basketball season, and spring is baseball season. So I thought it was great for me to kind of have that little change of pace. And I think in the end, it made me a better baseball player. Doing the different movements and moving around the field or the court, I think just developed my skills as an athlete and helped me later on in my career. But, having the experience of being recruited by Bobby Bowden and some of the other major programs, I'll remember this. I was in his office. He sat back in his chair and started to laugh, and he goes, "Boy, I hope you can't hit a curveball."
Because then you'd be coming back, right? I mean, I was with when I was going out in the draft, I was with Brandon Whedon, who had played several years in pro baseball and then went back to college. So I guess you kind of had the ability to someday go back to a Florida State or a Miami if baseball hadn't have worked out and still be able to play, which it's nice to have options.
Yeah, and what helped too is that Chris Winkie is actually, we're from the same high school. And he's just 10 years older than I was, and he was actually just leaving Florida State where I would have just entered in. And he would always say that. He goes, I'll do you just like I did Winkie. If you go try baseball, it doesn't work out, I'll hold a scholarship for you and come back. And come back and have it here. So I think that's probably expired now, but
I guess you still have eligibility maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I always joke with my friends. I say I still got one college visit left, or I don't know if those 5 or at least at the time you got 5 schools to take an official visit. I took 4, but I still have one left, so who knows.
I just find it fascinating to be that capable at 2 sports at such a high level, to have those options. I mean, such a rare feat. What a special journey. And then to play 15 seasons with the team in the town you grew up. Was there ever a chance you would ever go elsewhere? I mean, was it pretty much set in stone that I was going to be a Twin and it was going to be that way for as long as I could make it happen and retire a Twin?
From day one, I was like, I hope I go to Minnesota. And once I did go to Minnesota, I didn't want to leave. I felt we had some great teams here. We always had great chances to win. And that's why I ended up, signing to stay back here. I could have went elsewhere, but having my grandparents, having my family, my friends, having a great chance to win, that meant a lot to me.
Wow. Now, in 2009, when you were the AL MVP and batted .365, was there anything unique about that year that enabled you to play at that level? Obviously, you were a .300 hitter just pretty much every year, but when it came to hitting .365, because I always wonder as an athlete, what makes a guy have that one year where he finds a different gear and takes it to another level where he goes to a special place? What did you find that year? Were you just kind of able to be in the zone all summer long, or was there something different about that year for you?
Yeah, it was crazy because I missed the first month of the season.
Okay.
Having surgery, and I had a kidney obstruction. So it's crazy. So I missed the first part of the season, and I had to work my way back, and I wasn't there on opening day, and just working hard to get back onto the field to try to help your team out. And I started May 1st, missed that first year, and like you said, it was every season. It felt like in baseball you have 600 plus at bats, and there's going to be at bats here and there where I don't like the word say giving it away, but you kind of might swing at a bad pitch or offer at something or take a strike that you probably shouldn't have taken. And it just felt like that year in 2009 that I was able to really limit those at bats and really make the most of them. But it's such a great feeling, and you probably know this when you feel like you're not missing a target, and you're kind of in the zone. And for a baseball player in the box, the ball almost slows down, and it feels like you can almost place it where you want to, place it in the field, or take a chance and hit it over the wall. So, I always say when you have those feelings, you try to hold on to it as long as you can, because it's not going to last. And I'd always tell our guys, it's like you do everything you can until game time, and then just go out and have fun. You prepared, you did everything for your body, your mind, and go out there and just let it fly. So it's a beautiful thing.
Joe, do you allow yourself enough time to reflect at all about what could have been? Of course, the concussions and how they kind of affected your career late, and what it did to you mentally, just to kind of have to battle through all that, as many times Kirk and many players in the NFL has to do all the time.
Yeah, being able to reflect on a large body of work, like you said, 15 years, or you think about things and would you have done things differently? Would you, what would you do? And I always come back to every morning when I woke up as a professional, I tried to do everything that I could that day, put myself in the best position to have success. And when I think about that, it's like, no, I don't think I would have done anything different. I've given it, try to put myself in the best position to have a good day. And, it doesn't always work out like that. But, the beauty about baseball is you have a game following 24 hours or less, the very next day. So you kind of had to have a quick memory, or you can't remember that 0 for 4 night because you have a game at 12 coming right at you. So you just try to put yourself in a good position and do the best that you can.
Joe, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for what you've meant to Twins fans. Thanks for what you've meant to the state of Minnesota. Thanks for the example you've set as a pros pro for so many years. Very few people live up to the hype and have the amount of substance that goes with the flash. And you truly have that substance that went with the hype and the flash. And so kudos to you, and excited to see the success you have ahead in the next chapters of your life. So thanks so much for coming on.
I really appreciate you having me. And it's great to talk to you and Rosie. And I'll be watching this fall. I'm a big Vikings fan and rooting you guys on, and looking forward to a great year. So wish you all the best and health, and moving forward, and go get them. Have fun.
All right. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Guys, thanks for having me.